Hey guys, it's me Stephanie with Queendom here. Just checking in on you guys and coming in to drop a quick word that I had in my spirit. Once again, y'all always know that my motto is when he drop it to me and put it in my spirit and he come through, I'm gonna give it to you. So I'm here for a good time, not a long time, y'all. So I'm just gonna pop in real quick, get the point across, and get on out of here. I'm ready to have me some dinner. So yes, this word is called the Walking Dead, and it's called the Walking Dead. As I was reading Ezekiel 37, chapter 37, 1 through 14, he talks about prophesying to the dry bones, and it's basically saying, hey, you need to speak to your situations. I know that it may be negative. I know that, you may be going through, but you need to speak to these situations because you have to understand that there's power in the tongue and there is power in your spoken word. In the word, he tells us to speak things that be not as if though they were. So y'all, let's get to speaking. Let's get to speaking positive. I know you might not be seeing it in front of you, but speak over it. Try it. I'm telling you. And put that faith behind it. Don't just speak, because if you just speak, there's not going to be any power behind it. And if you are not locked in with the Father and have a relationship with the Father, there won't be any power behind it either. Because see, you got to understand, the kingdom of hell know who to play with and who not to play with. The kingdom of hell know who is a threat and who is not a threat. So, you just speaking plainly with no power behind it is not going to get you nowhere. And I know a lot of people get to complaining saying, I spoke to that. I've prayed for that. And he hasn't showed up, and I'm still in this situation. But y'all always know I direct you within. Go within. After you have done process of elimination in your life and you say, hey, search me, oh Father. Create in me a clean heart and a right spirit, and you've searched yourself and you've allowed him to search you, then, all you got to do is wait on him. But anyway, let me get to it. So the Walking Dead. And the reason why I named it that is because as I was reading, and it was talking about the dry bones and how they need to be spoken to, that popped up in my head. And here in my notes, I know that he was meaning being dead or being considered the walking dead. It is time to quicken your spirit. And these dry bones, by being real with yourself first and answering your convictions, yes, even the ones that is hardest to face. So what he's saying is you have to face your convictions. Consider yourself fortunate when you are corrected. And that's Job 5:17, because y'all know what Job went through. He went through all kind of stuff. So anytime I'm going through things, I always go back to Job, because it really assists me with keeping on. Because of the simple fact, some of the things that Job went through, y'all, and everybody that has read that book understands and know, he went through some things. He went through some stuff that, I'm not even or not willing to go through, but, don't want to go through, just as well as the next person. This man lost his kids. He lost his acres of land. He lost his cattle. He lost all type of stuff. And not to mention, his body broke down with boils. Now, could you imagine living with those boils like that, y'all? And then knowing that you feel like you've done process of elimination and you've done everything right. And now you're just waiting on the healing from the Father. You're waiting on the replenishing of the things that you had lost from the Father. So yeah, if you haven't read it, I would recommend you go read Job. If you read it, reread it again, so that whenever you get caught up in what you're going through, go back and read Job and say, I haven't went through that. I haven't went through that. Now I have went through this. But it's an inspiration to know that at the end of the book of Job, he recouped more than he had to begin with. So as I was saying, if you feeling like you are walking around, feeling like you just exhausted, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, you have to realize that you are walking dead. So just like he told Ezekiel in 37, he said, prophesy to these bones, speak life into yourself. You know, and you can speak life into your children, speak life into your situations, speak life into your health, speak to those dry bones. And then he promised Ezekiel, I will breathe life into those dry bones. And this was representative of Israel, how they had, been basically the walking dead, a dead people, because of everything they had been through after they left Egypt. So speak to that thing. Do not be afraid. Stand up to that thing. Look that thing in the face and say, I am healed. I am blessed. I am victorious. My kids are victorious. My marriage is victorious. My family is victorious. My mental is victorious and will continue to be victorious. So whatever positive words that you can speak to those dry bones in your life, speak to it and stand on it and trust and believe that what you have said and the love that you have for the Father is connected to that. It's like an outlet. Plug in, y'all. Plug in. Now, I done got excited. Now, I said that I was here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm going to get on off of here. But understand that half the world, if not most of the world, is the walking around dead. And I don't mean, of course, physically, like zombies in the spirit or what have you. Because they got this show, The Walking Dead. So just imagine that there are so many zombies walking dead in the spirit. And it's time for us to quicken them dry bones, y'all. So speak life over yourself. Speak love over yourself. Speak understanding, because he said, in all thy getting, get understanding. So I just wanted to check in real quick on y'all. Remind y'all to speak to the dead things, because the Most High said, if you build it, he gonna bless it. If you speak to it, he gonna bless it. But you got to have that connection. You got to be plugged into that outlet. Because as you know, if you don't plug your stuff in at home, you ain't got no power. So plug in, y'all. Plug in. All right. I love y'all. Blessings to each and every one of y'all. I'm praying for y'all. Keep me lifted in prayer as I walk this thing out. And I will talk to y'all next time. Blessings. Guys, it's me, Stephanie, and I'm just stopping in to remind you guys to go and visit my digital store called Queendom Digitals, and that is at stand.store/First Lady 750. You can find it in my bio, the link in my bio, or you can find it on my business page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all 3 social platforms. Guys, you will not be disappointed. Go ahead and come into my queendom, experience some wonderful self-care, self-loving information, learning how to say no, speaking positive affirmations over your life, and more. There is so much, and I just published my online course in addition to the Power of Saying No ebook. Guys, yes, there is now a course that you can take that will allow you to become a better you by the end of the course. So go ahead and take a look, and welcome into my queendom. You guys have a blessed day. Bye-bye.